Well, it's been fun using double, but I really need to get rid of this quirk. I cannot be trusted with this quirk. It was fun acquiring all that extra power and wealth via it being kind of buggy. I don't think it's meant to dupe items. Like, I know it can dupe people. I didn't really think it could dupe items, or even like the durability and stuff. They would just fade away, wouldn't they? I don't know. I don't know if this is an actual thing for Double's quirk, and that's like meant to be an actual feature. But either way, in Minecraft, it's pretty powerful. So yeah, Double. It's been great. We're gonna move on though. At this stage, I'm at level 21, so we grew a fair chunk just from me attacking my own clones, pretty much. So that was fun. But yeah, Double doesn't have any like moves beyond level 10, so if I want to play with, more cool stuff, I probably should move on to different quirk. Plus, now we've got an outfit. We've got, some extra resources. We've got like a bajillion emeralds in case I ever want to go and trade stuff. We're good where we are. Let's get a new one. Oh yeah. Also, as a small thing, because last video a thing happened. Yeah, if you're wondering what the thing in the bottom right corner was, last time, and like just checking it, it's not there now. Essentially, my Discord crashed while I was mid-recording. I didn't realize, like, I didn't quite realize that appeared on the screen. Like, I knew my Discord was I was freaking out, but I didn't realize that it did that on the screen. Yeah, that was my reactive images for when I go on calls with people, and our little images pop up and glow when we talk. It does that when it's trying to find the image and load it, and it can't find it. So yeah, that was what that was, if anyone was wondering. It showed up at the last part, because, yeah, I saw messages on Discord, clicked on it, and Discord froze, and I closed down Discord. Apparently not enough, because the reactives were there. But whatever, anyway. But up, new quirk, Decay. Okay. Oh, I haven't tried this quirk. Decay touch, you decay any mob you hit. Cool. We've got Decay slash, Decay rush, vanquish, and glitch dash. There's also like earth crack and every awakening. There's, ground death, void slash, and mass destruction. Cool. Okay. Right. So, decay slash forward and decay. Decay dash, run forward, decaying the ground. Vanquish, spin around, decaying, creating decay explosion. And glitch dash forward and grab and decay target. Yeah, so when I did the mod review for this, I went over the quirks and and I was going to try them all. Then, the world broke when Double decided to create an insane amount of doubles and crash the world. So, when that occurred, I then, loaded in, I grabbed the quirks and stuff I hadn't tried. Thing is, I missed Decay. I forgot about Decay when we did the new world. So, I ended up trying, I think, Rifle and Shift Gear, but I didn't get to try out Decay. So, this should be interesting. I've not tried Decay at this point. So, what's Decay all about? Actually, wait, where's that chicken went? Hold on. I have a decaying touch now. How does that work? I was going to say, eventually I will hit. Okay, isn't it a lot? It's not, it's nothing insane. Because I do 1 damage per punch, and it does an extra 1 damage in decaying. So it's not very good in terms of raw, output. But then, flip side, if I was hitting things, a bunch, then, it would stack up, I assume. But it's not just insane power right off the bat. Cool, okay. What about all the better stuff? Well, there's an illager tower over there. We could go see them for a bit. That's an option. Sure, let's go see what the illagers have to say about all this. Actually, never mind, there's sheep right there. Let's try this. Decay slash. Okay, that created a thing in front of me. Hold on. What does it look like if I do that? Oh. Okay, that would explain why there was the health bar things in front of me. Okay, so this is me. I'm guessing the imagery here is that I'm slashing my arm sidewards down, and it's just decaying everything I touch in that area. Okay. Because yeah, it's not obviously it's not a super long range technique. Decay's not a super long range technique until you get the ability to decay stuff you're not touching via decaying stuff and it spreading essentially. Which I assume is probably more the awakening angle of things. But okay, how much does this do? Hey, where's the wee illager to try this on? Where are the illagers at? Oh, here we are. Decay slash. Ow. Yeah, decay rush. Hold? Oh, you have to hold it. Okay. Decay slash. It's gonna punch you loads. Just keep decaying. It's taking a while. Oh, there we go. All right, it's 24 HP. Okay, it took a little while. Decay, it's not a quick acting thing, you see. All right, hold on. Decay Rush. I can just hold this. Oh, cool. Okay, and it ends there. That lasts a fair little bit. Like, okay, it's not doing a lot of damage, just in like a straight one go. But if it, if you're facing a group of enemies, like you're moving you're moving quicker than average. Plus, yeah, then you're decaying a lot of people in one go. That's pretty awesome. How does it look like when I just... Oh, okay, it's literally Shigaraki, like, holding both hands out, just decaying everything around him. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. So as we see, like, we're still pretty low level. Like, I don't know if level 100 is actually the cap. I think it... No, it is the cap. It is the cap. Literally, it says right there, that's the cap. I was about to say, I don't know if I remember 100 cap. Level 100's there, it's a cap. I imagine, like, level 20, we're 1/5 of the way there. We're not necessarily that strong at this point. So our moves being pretty low damage, not that surprising. We we're miles away from having insane amounts of power and stuff. That's makes logical sense. Our moves are pretty weak at this stage. But it's fine, this is what the armor's for. The armor will keep us mostly safe. Where are all the other... Where... Can I? Oh, I can't wall jump here. Is that because there's not a block down there? I was gonna jump on this tree because I was waiting for villagers to show up. Guess you can't wall jump on leaves? Yeah. Okay, you can't wall jump on leaves. Good to know. Where are the villagers at? Where are they? Why are they not here? Should be more of them. There's one. There you go. I'm looking for people to test stuff on. During the day, there's not a lot of mobs floating around. Because, my hero stuff only spawns at night. So, yeah, Vanquish. There was an effect happening there. I really need to play this like this, essentially, so I can see the effects. That worked. Okay, hold on. What does Vanquish look like? Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, it was a spinning attack, didn't they? So, what would this be like spinning? Just like rubbing your hand along the ground, spinning round, like to keep the air around you. I'm just trying to visualize in my head what Shigaraki would be doing for this technique. Oh, here we go. Glitch dash. Because yeah, this one was you run forward, you grab the person. So I was hoping for a chokehold there. Bunk. Okay. Yeah, the animations for the wall jumping thing is are kind of cool. It's just getting the hang of it is tricky. From what I can see, like it's cool animations, it's cool animation bits for this mod. It's getting the trick, like learning the trick for it is the tricky part. Like I've gotten the you can jump up really high thing. That's pretty cool. And then there's obviously the you can slide down buildings to not take as much fall damage stuff, and that's also pretty cool. Which I think that only works if you're like. Would that work if we were just like? Yeah, so you can cling to the building and slide down. There's also apparently a thing of like you can. Yeah, essentially bounce off the wall and get a direction. So I guess, like, depending if you have the right environment, I guess if you built your own settlement or like a city map or something, you could probably do something with that for if you were fighting when we work. It wouldn't work well in an open arena, obviously. Like I could see the intention here. Like I could see the if you were fighting people using quirks, like the quirks aren't like super. You're gonna get one shot by a lot of the stuff. So the fights are going to take multiple hits and stuff like that, and if you're chipping away at people, managing to dodge 1 or 2 hits can be pretty big. So at that point, you dodge some techniques, you get some of your own hits in, you do some work. I can see the intention how that could be useful. It could be a cool thing for a fight. Okay, glitch. I'm supposed to hold this one. Hold on, glitch dash. If I hold it. No, I think holding it really did any extra. Okay. I can even jump off the side of a building, like catch myself on a lower ledge and stuff. See, that stuff's pretty cool. That stuff's, cause again, like, okay, it doesn't necessarily work very great in like this current environment in most cases, but like if you're playing in like a My Hero Academia type world map thing, like where you're playing with cities and buildings and stuff like. Actually, you could parkour yourself around a little bit, or do some cool moves and go off buildings and escape folk and things. There's just some stuff there. It'll be interesting to see what other stuff gets added to the mod in future updates. Also, even if it can make me swim quicker. Okay, that could be useful. Honestly, Decay Rush, even if you didn't use it for like its intended purpose, like attacking. You could literally use this as a getaway attack. As long as you're not fighting someone that's got like engine or a gear shift. Like, you could probably use this to try and get away from folk, to be honest. That's interesting. Also, I've just realized, okay, so me grinding up to the higher levels, my intention with this mod, because, okay, there's only like 9 opponents to fight. Yes, a bunch of them are like, you know, 200 health, quite strong in Dimmadum. So, chipping away at that quite hard if I don't like get enchanted armor and junk. Because it's like, they'll chip away at my health first, because I have like a 10th of their health. I don't know, like, I have 4 extra hearts at level 20. So, on the assumption I'm going to get another 16 hearts. That put me at, what, 30 hearts total? So I'd have about 60 HP maxed out. If that's, you know, the math is checking it there and that's where it ends up going. I'd have 30 hearts, about 60 HP in total. That still puts it at a fair chunk lower than the, you know, the Iron Academia higher end folk. Assuming their damage ranges are, like, around where our damage ranges are by around that point, like, I don't know if we'd really have an advantage, because, like, they are wearing armor and stuff, aren't they? Yeah, there's Bakugo. Well, let's find out, shall we? Yeah, he's wearing armor. Yeah, he's got armor on. I don't know if his armor necessarily is working, like, at the same degree as ours. Or whether it's, or whether he's got, like, a reduced, defense score or something like that compared to ours. I don't know about any of that. Also, yeah, he's wiped him out so quickly there. I think he hits a bit harder. Or, well, actually, I don't know how much damage I've done, so actually, did he hit harder, or... Where's his health at? 96%. I've done 7 damage to him. Okay, no, I think his armor's functioning perfectly fine, and we're doing, chip damage to him. Meanwhile, his quirk's hurting a bit harder, because he's at a stronger level. Yeah, so they're not quite ready to be fighting against the likes of Bakugo. Really need a lower-end opponent to try and fight against, which... I mean, use one. I mean, it worked for double anyway. But then double, like, double could beat Bakugo in theory. Double could beat anything pretty much. Double could beat anything pretty much because you can just send an endless army of people until the job gets done. And in theory, you'll eventually win. Also, there's person with rifle. Do you also have 200 health? Do you also have? So no, it's hard to say because you're so far away and stuff, and everything's jumping around constantly. 160. It's not quite as tanky as Bakugo, but you know, up there. Okay. Probably just leave them to it, to be honest. Don't feel there's any really need for me to get involved in that little fight over there. I'm just gonna do my own thing, because both of them are way above me. Hey, Decay passes over if I use a weapon. Cool. But yeah, hold on. I'm at 30 right now. What happens if I kill skeleton? Bunk. Yeah. Okay, I got by like 5 that time. By that logic, it's better just to make a mob farmer from, like, zombie spawners or zombie spawner or something like that over, like, for training. Because at least that'll work during the day. For grinding in this. I mean, yeah, right now there's not enough stuff flying around. That's the problem. And there's nothing during the day, so you spend half your time with nothing to, like, grind on. So at that point, you'd be better just making a mob farmer until you get to a high enough level you can fight the bigger guys. And even I don't know how much experience they give off. So, I don't know, grinding is just kind of rough when I look at it that way. Because, like, if, you know, every time you... I suppose the jump in experience requires not insane. Like, it's just an extra +5, which is basically the same as, like, you know, first level, beat 1 criminal, 1 UA student, 1 zombie. Then it's beat 2. Then it's beat 3. Then it's beat 4. Like, the number required goes up each time. So, like, a mob grind, you could definitely, like, power level this pretty quickly. But if you're just running around wild trying to do it, like, it'd take a little while. It'd be rough trying to do it just purely with My Hero Academia folk. Because they outgun you for a bit. That isn't your quirk isn't super useful for, like, grinding quickly because it it's so weak at the start. You're not going to be able to, like, kill stuff really fast. Like, sure, you could use it for fun, a mob grinder, but, like, if you're actually trying to grind quickly and efficiently, you're probably going to have to go in with a weapon and just, you know, chop away. I saw a spider get sent to the sky there, wasn't there? Happening over there. Okay, so far, what we've seen Bakugo, we've seen Diestro, we've seen Sniper Lady, who's right there. We've seen Seo, we've seen Student, we've seen Criminal. So that guy that was apparently the second user of One for All. Who have we not seen so far? It's all Hawk right at the start. Is that everyone? There are more people I don't remember. Okay, so Hawk's nearby then. Right, cool. Where? Where is Hawk? I saw feathers. I didn't see where he is, though. Where the feck is he? Oh, there he is. It's across the water. Right. Let's have a quick motion over really quick, just to, you know, say hello to him and all that. Never mind, he's getting me before I'm even near him. Where is he? There he is. His feathers don't care. They just move around to get me. They don't care. But yeah, he's got like 200 health. So yeah, getting in a slugging match with him, terrible idea. He's just gonna beat the crap out of me so quickly. Okay, you know what? I think I know what I'm gonna do. Because obviously, like, if I wanted to try and grind in this world, the answer would be either it'd take you a really long time. So if you're playing a normal survival with a bunch of people and stuff, then that'd be fine. You could just, you know, do some other bits, make some stuff. Doom. At current stage, there's not that many variety opponents, so you'd be much be trying to fight against the criminals and the students a bunch. That's interesting to a degree because, you know, there's variations in their quirks and things. But mostly you're probably just going to become a farmer. I'm going to do the other cheese method. I'm going to go level myself up a bunch, but I'm going to do it via, I'm taking double back for a moment. Okay, I've realized really quickly that, yeah, doing the whole just using double for grinding thing, even that's going to take a super long time. So, there, okay. Playing mod in survival, it's going to take a while to get to the higher ends of things, unless you just make a mob grinder and AFK farm, effectively. So that's a thought. I mean, I guess it'll be more like, you know, obviously mods getting worked on and stuff in that and Dim. And I can't remember what, like, obviously, like, the mod got remade before and then got redone and stuff. But, I mean, yeah, at the current time of this, like, mod getting released, it's, like, a couple months old, I think. So, you know, they're assuming, like, they keep adding more stuff in that in. Eventually, there'll be a point where, you know, there'll be a bunch more things floating around. There'll be more interesting, being able to just fight stuff, and that we'll see what other decisions the mod maker decides to make for the mod. Survival right now, though, yeah, like, it's a slog getting to the higher levels. Getting the first few levels now, getting up to, like, level 10 and stuff, not that bad. Getting up to, like, you know, level 20, okay, takes a little bit longer. I sped it up because I used, double. Getting up beyond that, though, like, okay, I'm starting to notice now, it's gonna take a little while since it, especially if I'm doing it with, like, doubles, where I get, like, 2 experience per kill, then it takes me, like, you know, 60 to get a level up. If I'm fighting against zombies, it would take me, like, 24. Which, 24 is not an insane number, but that's for 1 level up. Thanks to the fact that if I want to get 10 levels in that, it's going to take me, you know, 24, then 25, then 26, then 27. So, like, all in, you're talking, like, another, to get from level 20 to level 30, you're talking, like, a good, like, 200 and something odd undead. Let's say, like, 250, like, a good 250 zombies or something you'd have to beat, or the equivalent, to get from level 20 to 30. That's when I get to 20 to 30. That number is just gonna keep getting larger. Because, like, getting from level 30 to 40 is gonna take you, like, a good, like, you know, well over 300, and then well over, like, you know, 400 and stuff. So, yeah, it's just, you start doing the math for it, you realize just how long this mod's gonna take if there's not more accessible things to get more XP and stuff. Like, I suppose that if the intent of the mod is for you to take a while to get to the higher echelon, you gotta do a lot of grinding. That's not that crazy. Like, other My Hero Academia mods I've played have definitely done similar things, and in those cases, I just made a mod farm. Okay, well, I'm gonna switch over my quirk again and try another thing for funsies, because at this point, like, I've tried the whole, like, survival with you know, quirks thing. And this was only meant intended to be a mini-series in that, but I've not really got anything, like, to really aim towards. I'll then try and beat a big opponent, but even then there's, like, you know, there's, like, 9 mobs in this. The big opponents are, like, 200 HP, have armor, have quirks. And unless I grind an absolute ton, I'm not touching them, as we've seen, because they will just wipe the floor with me. Like, I attack them with Decay, and it's like, I did, like, 9 damage. So, yeah, it's kind of got a ways to go for that one. I think more of the fun aspect right now is just trying out different quirks and things. So, sure, in that case, Engine. What does Engine have available for us? Well, we're currently at level 20, so we'd have probably the first 3 moves. So we get Engine Boost, which is, yeah, Boost Forward with Engine. We have Boost Sweep, and we have Turbo Flipper, and we have Reciprocal Burst. Cool. And after that, you've got, yeah, Jet Stream, Turbine Barrage, Reciprocal Assault. Engines, you have engine in your legs. Engine on. Use the toggle, use the toggle key. Okay. Then Awakening. at level 70. Okay. So hold on. Right now, yeah, we've got the engines on our legs. Cool. If we click G to turn them on. No, toggle? No? Oh, I put toggle ability on R. That makes more sense. Okay. There we go. Yeah, by default it's on G. I apparently switched it to R. Don't know why. Okay, so we can turn that on and just move way quicker. Yeah, so don't try and run away from someone with engine and getting away from them. Oh my god. Okay, now yeah, we got ability 1, boost. Yeah, that's a boost. Okay, that makes sense. Hold on, try again. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Can I... No, I was gonna say, can I, like, hold the button, like, hold that position like I'm getting ready to sprint off? No, it's just, it's a very sudden one. So, you know, you go down for a split second and boom, you're off. Makes sense. So we got sweep. Just, yeah, kick. Oh, it's backward. It's a retreating back kick with it. Well, if I move backwards while doing it. Yeah, no, you still move backwards. Okay. Good turbo flip. Which is spinning kick forward and landing thing. And now we've got... Okay. So this is a mode. That makes sense. I was wondering what it would be doing for this. If you were just in this mode, you wouldn't be able to really tell if you didn't turn your engines on. Because I think when I did the mod review, I activated this ability. That turned on the old nitro. And, yeah, I didn't really notice the difference. Yeah, because I hadn't turned my engine on. That makes a lot more sense now. You know, let's ever go in the water with engine. Out of curiosity. Boost. Yep, cool. Can do that if we want to. Neat. Hey, where the old villagers at really quick? Just want to go have a word with them real fast. Iki, I've got 2 kick moves to try out. Let's try them out real quick. See what we can do. Bonk. That did, full damage, right? Now we got our flippy kick one. That one did like 10. I think I hit like twice though. In order to go off. Yeah, I think that can hit a couple of times, that one. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that can hit a couple of times because it can hit and then it can also, like, when on the land, it can hurt. Oh, so I just realized I'm not wearing armor. Oh, God. Alright, hold on. Turn on the big mode. How much do we do now? Well, it's a bit hard to say because they're already injured. I didn't see what health they were at before. Hold on. Fresh one. There we go. Kick. How much do we do now? Actually quite a bit. Did like more like 9. Hello? Okay, so yeah, this smells way stronger. Like by a good margin. Oh my god. Okay, I could definitely see like the benefits. Like this is a combat one. I mean, okay, a lot of them have got like, you know, different combat, but like, I can see a lot of uses for combat for engine. Oh my god. Because I mean, yeah, with the extra speed, it's gonna be way harder for people to just hit you with their moves. Now you can, like, you know, turn it up to 11. Then you can turn it up to even higher if you want to go into Nitro. And then, yeah, you get your kick moves, which one is literally a kick and move backwards for a dodge. Then one is you're moving around and flipping and doing it, but you're going to hit really hard too. And then you can just make those even stronger. Yeah, okay. Okay, this stuff hits pretty crazy. Wait, even my regular attacks are stronger. I do 6 damage per regular attack now. Oh my god, this mode's cracked. Well, comparably to, you know, the other stuff. Like, if someone's wearing full armor, that 6 would be like nothing, but, you know, hold on. If I were to increase the damage multiplier for quirks, input to, say, 2. Hello? Out of curiosity, how much do I do now is really going to be my question. Hold on. There's a guy there. Kick. That did 8. So yeah, it literally is just full on double the value. Okay. I figured it would. Like, I figured as a multiplier it would, but, you know, I hadn't tried it, so I wanted to make sure. Okay. If I play with, like, double damage, how would that feel? I mean, I assume that also means they're going to do double damage on me from, like, wild mob perspective. But I don't know. I feel like being able to wipe out illagers in, like, 3 or 4 hits rather than taking, like, 8 or 9 hits feels a lot nicer, given I could use an axe and beat them in, like, 2 hits if I wanted to. But I'll do that to them seems a lot better without nitro anyway. I suppose there's nothing stopping me from just using weapons in this, is there? You can just go bonk. Do it that way. So yeah, I suppose at the current time, like, the quirks are fun in this. The animations are really cool. The abilities and stuff are cool. The big brick wall I bump into for doing it survival way is, yeah, the grinding aspect of it. Because there's not really any interesting ways to do it. Because you're not strong enough to face against the higher level opponents to, like, get more XP. And yeah, like, the students and the criminals, despite being tougher than undead and stuff, give it the same value as undead. Because I'm guessing, like, the XP value you get, or what you beat, is based on the HP of the mob. It's all well and nice, but then, you know, at that point, you might as well just have a mob farm. I mean, that's going to be the most efficient way. I thought, like, depending on what the mod decides to do, if they had other interesting ways to get experience, that could be cool. Like, I know in, like, Naruto mods, for example, they had, like, you know, quest systems and stuff in, could do similar stuff in this type of mod if they felt like it. If they, you know, that's an option. Because, you know, criminals get a mission, stop so-and-so criminal, or beat, you know, stop, like, 5 criminals in Doom Badoom, and in turn you get, like, some XP for it. So, you know, you could get a bonus for beating criminals over just beating undead. Obviously, this is just my thoughts and stuff, but this is just me, like, trying the mod out and thinking, like, if I played survival in this and I was playing it, like, for a proper long series, I'm like, yeah, okay, I could level up over time. Wouldn't be, you know, as insane, I think, because I'm working with other people, and, like, it's good that, you know, it's not like mods like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen where I'm, like, maxing out, like, in 2 sessions. Because, like, while that's cool in its own sense, where, you know, oh, I can get really strong and beat the big stuff really quick, it also means that the fun's over really fast. And it gives me very little reason to try out the lower end moves, because I'm already, like, using the higher end stuff. This, you know, you're going to be stuck with the lower end moves for a bit, and you're going to have to try and find ways to use them, and it also means that, you know, you've basically earned your higher end move, and you finally get to it, so it's a big, cool thing when you do unlock it. But at the same time, you know, it's the balance of all things. Like, okay, but how long am I going to spend? Well, I'm going to have to kill 300 zombies, so... to get my next move. Or 300 criminals or 300 students or something, like... Okay, that's going to take me a while then, because they only spawn at night, and... Unless I turn off all the zombies and stuff like that, their spawn rate isn't that insane. Also, I suppose there's just the fact, wait, boost does damage? Oh, it does! Oh, cool. I didn't know, I thought boost was going to be a speed thing. I didn't even think about the fact that it was going to be a damager. Yo. That's kind of cool. Blah. It's also the fact that the mobs also kill each other. So you see Hawks floating around? Hawks is killing everything. That's cool and all, but he's also killing the stuff I'm gonna kill. Now I can't kill it and get XP. Also I'm about to die. Oh god. Flee! Boost! Get me away from here. But yeah, like, once there's, like, you know, obviously, like, the mod has a decent amount of quirks and stuff in it. Once there's even more quirks and more mobs and stuff to fight, I could definitely see, like, servers and stuff seeing this as a cool thing, because they can set up their own, if they set up their own quests and stuff with it for rewards, then, you know, players have a bunch of stuff to do, and doom-ba-doom. It's a My Hero mod, so, you know, it's based on the idea of be a hero, so the, having quests and things and bosses and stuff set up makes a lot of sense. Oh, Paulo, you can make it up to me. Alright, turn engines back on. Alright, turn on thingy mode. Alright. I was wondering if I would take fall damage from that. The answer is yes. Oh, so he's still here. Blah. Okay, I can avoid some fall damage if I do my flippy kick or something on the way down. Alright, beat that guy. Ew, with my armor, that guy still hurts. I just don't do enough. Yeah, is there any other mobs I haven't seen yet, or is that my whack? If I found them all at this point, does that mean that go like you're at the current stage until you know if more mobs get added. The current stage line, that would mean that right now you're supposed to fight, I guess, criminals first, because they only use combat stuff. They don't seem to use quirks. Then students, which I'm starting to think criminals are more dangerous than students, to be honest, because like the criminals only use combat moves, yeah, but they're very aggressive with it. Whereas students, it's like, it depends on what quirk they've got. If their quirk's not insane, then, you know, they might not be as insane. I don't know. But yeah, after that, what, it'd be Sue, I guess? Would be the next person to go for. I'm sorry, I just noticed there's a thing called a loot box. Hog the boss. What are these? I assume they're like boxes that if you find them in, I don't know, you rather find them in chests or something like that, they would give you My Hero Academia loot. That would be my assumption. I just see the word loot box and I'm like, what? But yeah, it's like, there's what, there's Bakugo, Restauros, you... Oh yeah, Swordmaster. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure someone I haven't seen yet. Okay, yeah, Swordmaster. I don't know what their deal is. I don't know if they're just another person that can spawn and stuff. I also am assuming there might be someone you interact with to get your own sword style technique or something. I would have thought, because I don't have a fighting style currently. I would have thought, actually, I suppose fighting styles might be something. I don't know if that's something you unlock, like, upon level ups, upon doing a bunch of actions over and over again, or if it's something you have to, like, talk to an NPC for. But then, I don't know if, like, you can talk to Swordmaster, or if he's just automatically aggressive, so it's hard to say. But anyway, hold on. Got lip boxes here. What is this? Blanc. Oh, they've got things. Oh. Oh, cool. Okay. Alright. I got those golden carrots I was after. Bit light. Because I no longer anything. Okay, so it's a literal, just, it's a box that gives you, like, a bunch of treasure, effectively. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought it was going to give me stuff in the My Academia mod. No, this is literally, you beat a thing, you get a loot box, you get, you know, some valuable Minecraft stuff as a reward. I guess depending on what you consider valuable. At current stage, I don't know if there's much use for gold and stuff, but... Hold on. Engine on. Turn on. Thing. Turn on the gas. I cannot get down there very easily. Never mind, he's came to me. Ow. Oh god, the fall damage. Where'd that criminal go? I don't think I beat him. Where'd he go? Hey, where did he go? Bunk. I'm in my thingy mode now. Nope. Do not explode. Creeper's gone. Criminal, are you still in here? No, he got kicked off the roof and he's now gone. Cool. Oh. So there's an option right there. I'm glad that's there. I hadn't checked it yet. So the base XP, to me, seems a little low. Because, you know, it's going to take so long to level up and stuff. I guess it depends how long you want your adventure to be and stuff. And how, like, how cool you are with just doing tons of things, effectively. Flip side, though, if you're worried about being slow, hey, there's a game rule thing here. So if we just make it, like, 10 times the multiplier, all of a sudden now having to kill 300 undead to get from level 20 to 30 has turned into killing, like, 30. Yeah, so I'm going to play like that for a bit. Like, I probably wouldn't put it this high if I was playing, like, a survival with other folk and stuff. But I probably would put it higher than the base, just because, like, the early levels, it's no bother. But, like, once you get past the early levels, it becomes a real drag for how slow it is. But I think that's just down to, like, there not being that many options. Like, there's not really a good... You go from fighting students to fighting another thing. At this stage, I think once... If the mod keeps adding in more opponents and stuff of varying levels, I think that'll fix itself. Honestly, like, I think it's a thing right now because the mods, you know, not got a ton of people to fight. I think if they added more, like, mid-tier opponents, like Seer, but, like, you know, lower, so you can actually beat them. I don't think I could beat Seer at this current point, like, just normal. But, just because she's got, like, 60 odd HP, and my attacks don't do very much. Unless I get a really good weapon and armor enchanted. There, maybe I could. But, yeah, they added more with that, you know, to bridge the gap, then, you know, they did... Give you stuff to do, enemies to fight and things, and you can get, you know, more XP than just the amount of a zombie. Yeah, okay. Engine's been fun. I'm gonna switch over again. Gonna turn engine off for a bit. I am just trying out pretty much all the quirks. I just want to see how they feel like trying in a survival thing where I'm fighting stuff, just to see how it goes. But, right, wave motion. This is interesting, because wave motion... I'm gonna have to get attacks available because there's no thingy one. Work in progress, apparently. Yeah, this one's work in progress. So, shoot energy blast, jump in the air and shoot 2 energy blasts, and shoot a concentrated beam of energy. Okay. Out of curiosity, how does this go? So, see, obviously the first one, yeah, you shoot out wave and doom, looks really cool. Shoot down the ground. Then concentrate beam. They look really cool. Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members Moon Knight Gun, and our ANBU members MonsterQ and AdenIsGone. Thank you all very much for the extra special support.